Well, this is a hot commodity right now in the city of Richmond, especially if you don't have water right now. I am standing in Midtown Green and Scott's Addition. This is one of 11 distribution sites across the city where you can pick up water. And keep this in mind, the distribution ends at 2:30 this afternoon, so you only have a few more hours to collect your water. It is 3 liters per person per household. So let's talk about this morning's press conference at the main library in downtown Richmond. Richmond Mayor Dr. Danny Avula said overnight his crews made significant progress in restoring the water. Listen.
We're starting to see that reservoir level fill up. It's really encouraging. Right now, the reservoir level is at 7 feet. For some context, when our reservoir typically runs at about 18 feet, we feel much better when the reservoir fills to a little bit over 10 feet.
Mayor Avula said aging infrastructure and a 100-year-old water plan attributed to the power outage and subsequent major equipment malfunction for this continued water outage. That started Monday morning. At his press conference yesterday, Avula hoped water pressure would be restored by Tuesday afternoon. But he says there was another equipment malfunction that forced them to shut off the pumps and valves. The good news Wednesday, 2 of the plant's 8 pumps are working, and he says they'll add 5 more pumps soon when a certain pressure threshold is met. Many of you at home have been asking us here at CBS 6, what should I do if I can't physically make it to a water distribution site? The city tells me they can help you by calling 311.
311 is absolutely working. The process is incredibly simple. Residents call 311. They simply relay what their issue is. What would be most helpful is as residents do contact 311, if they let us know how many individuals are also in their household. But it's working incredibly well. Our teams are out right now distributing water to those residents that do have mobility challenges, that don't have access to transportation, but it's working very well.
Mayor Avula warned that the city will likely not have drinkable water until Friday. So until then, I'm hearing some parts of the city are actually getting their water back. It is a busy scene here. And so I do want to tell you this. Some of the city's areas are getting their water back. Dr. Avula is warning people to conserve your water. If you are those lucky ones that are getting your water back, make sure you do conserve the water so that the reservoir fills up and we can get the system back and running for everyone across the city. In Richmond, I'm Brendan King, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Brendan. And that boil water advisory is still in effect until further notice as well. As Brendan mentioned, Richmond officials and the Red Cross are continuing to distribute bottled water today to residents who need it. On the screen there is a list of locations where you can pick up bottled water until 2:30 this afternoon. Those locations include the Broad Rock Library, the West End Library, and the Hickory Hill Community Center. Now you can see this full list by going to rva.gov, and we also have this list posted on our website, WTVR.com. These issues are impacting other localities in our area, including Henrico, mostly the eastern part of the county. Our Caroline Colburn shares the voice of one mother and the very latest from county officials there.
This has been an extremely difficult time for so many people throughout Central Virginia. Here at our studios on West Broad Street, take a look. Still no water. But we know this is impacting so many of you at home.
I didn't realize how important water is on a daily basis, but yeah, I mean, we need it.
Henrico mom Tiffany Harris has a 2-year-old and was one of several Henrico residents who's now had to go over 24 hours without water. She and others visited the Eastern Henrico Government Center Wednesday morning, where dozens of cases of bottled water were being distributed. Henrico Public Utilities gave an update Wednesday morning saying overnight, public utilities crews were able to pull some water from south of the Richmond Raceway and distribute it throughout the system. While they restored some service west of Mechanicsville Turnpike, they say crews are still working tirelessly to restore water service farther east. Harris, meanwhile, is still one of hundreds whose faucets are dry.
Now, it's teaching me a life lesson for sure. It's teaching me how to survive, making me use my resources. With the 2-year-old, it's very hard, but you know, I'm making it happen. Just using my common sense and using my resources, looking around, counting my blessings all at the same time. I feel like this is a very efficient and effective way to just get the community together and to help the city, you know, clear up this disaster, this mess, this crisis.
Now, Henrico County says they are still giving out both bottled water, and you can also fill up jugs at the Eastern Henrico Recreation Center and the Eastern Henrico Government Center. Just remember, if you want to fill up, you need to bring one of those jugs if you don't just want bottled water. For now, I'm Caroline Colburn, CBS 6 News.
Meantime, in Hanover County, officials are also updating its residents on water issues occurring there. During a morning press conference, county officials said water service should be restored by later this afternoon or possibly into this evening as the Bird Park Reservoir in Richmond continues to refill. Once that happens, a boil water advisory will remain in effect for residents east of Interstate 95 for at least 48 hours. Meanwhile, Hanover County is offering more water distribution sites today. Until 7 o'clock this evening, you can pick up bottled water at Atlee High School and Cold Harbor Elementary Schools while supplies last. There are also 2 new water distribution sites where you can fill up containers from water trucks. Those are at the Hanover Courthouse Complex and Bass Pro Shop, also until 7 o'clock this evening. Now, you do need to bring your own containers to fill up from the water trucks. Anyone who needs assistance with getting water, such as those who are homebound or have certain medical issues, can call 804-365-3024 to get assistance. That phone line will be open until 9 o'clock tonight. Winds Baptist Church in Hanover County is offering anyone without water a place to shower, fill up water containers, get a hot cup of coffee, and use the restroom. They say they plan to continue this as long as necessary. They are located at 12,320 Winds Church Road. This year's Virginia General Assembly session is being delayed due to Richmond's ongoing water crisis. At this hour, House Speaker Don Scott and Senate Majority Leader Scott Surrevell are gaveling in the session, then will immediately declare a recess. Lawmakers plan to reconvene Monday to start committee work and hearings. And we are continuing to stay on top of these water issues across our area. Later today on the CBS 6 News, how communities are coming together to offer support during this challenging and frustrating time, even those who are not being directly impacted. And to keep up to date with the latest updates on this water outage and all of our coverage, head to WTVR.com or take time now to download the free CBS 6 weather app.